So hi guys, so today, on my TikTok page it was requested for me to do a tutorial. So first of all, you want to start by adding a layer, that's a multiply layer, the blending mode, and then you basically want to get a really dark purple, very dark, like it doesn't have to be that dark but very dark. Also, make sure to select the dip pen hard or felt tip pen and make it as big as possible. And then you go over it, but here I did a mistake. So make sure the layer opacity is 26 or your brush opacity is 26. Then you can go over it once or twice, depending on what you want. And then you're gonna have to add another layer and set that layer to multiply again. Now you're gonna have to select a magenta color or another purple. Make sure your brush is airbrush normal as well. So, and then you just wanna go over the shaded part of the eye. Maybe make your brush a bit bigger, and then just go over it. If you have the other eye to go over, just do that. Also, don't forget to erase the excess part, but make sure it's properly covered. And make sure your layer is on multiply. If it's not, it's gonna look weird. So here I'm just erasing. So yeah. You can skip a bit forward if you need to see the other stuff, but be very careful when you're erasing. Also, thank you to the people who are actually checking out my channel, because I barely started and I guess it's good. But also, this is sort of like a voice video, unless I don't remember if I already spoke on my TikTok page. Also, you can check that out. The link or name, whatever you want, is gonna be in the description. So I think I'll put the name. But here I'm just erasing again, and here you're done. Basically, once you erase it. So now you're gonna add a layer. Also, you can, yeah. So now you're gonna add a layer and set the blending mode to add. Now you're going to pick the color of your eye and use the airbrush tool and just make little dots here. But here I just have to fix some mistake, so don't mind me. But the first thing you want to do is get your eye color and start making little like dots, well, big ones basically, dots, and then select the color you just put. So you see, it's like, I don't know how to explain this or say this, but the dots you just put, make sure it properly covers the whole eye, and then you select the color you just put, and you like tap over to make an ombre effect. So that was really hard to explain, to be honest, because I'm not that good at explaining. English was not my first language before. I actually speak French, but I'm better at English, but I still really don't know how to explain things properly. So make sure your brush is big enough. It shouldn't be like tiny little dots. Around 70. This should be around 70. Now see here, I'm picking the color I just put, and I'm creating an ombre effect. Now here I did do a mistake. The ombre was like too small, so make sure it covers up properly, but it doesn't cover the whole thing. Because if you do that, then that's a very bad mistake you're making. Anyway, so the recording cut, it's fine. So here I'm just removing the mistake I did. Now it has to like almost fit in from the top, right, like right there. Not the very top, but just like a bit at the top. So it doesn't collide too much, I guess you could say that. And then again, you're gonna want to blur the top and the bottom if you want. The bottom is optional, but the top is a must. I blur the bottom sometimes just to make it look a bit better. And then of course you're going to have to erase the excess that's coming out. So right there on the black line. And if it's outside of the white, you can also remove it. If you want, you can also remove the part on the white, but you don't really necessarily have to. You can, or you can just keep it like that. Because I would usually keep it like that to make it seem a bit better, but I have to follow the steps, so... Well, it's not really steps, but the one I did, I posted on my TikTok. So, yeah. Then you can check the difference if you don't want the purple or any of that. Yeah. Okay, now here, you're going to add a layer and you're going to keep it normal. Now you can add settings, and because this is for like the eyelashes and the, I don't know what it's called. You can use dip pen hard. If you want, you can put the stabilizer to 10 and the stabilizer to 10 and the force fade on, and length of start and end is 100. But I don't use it, and I don't use the stabilizer, because it actually just makes it look worse, to be honest. I also did do a mistake. That is too small. It has to reach a bit bigger, but that's near the end of the video that I realized that. So for now, we're just gonna have to stick with this. Also, I hope you're enjoying this tutorial because it took me a lot of time, to be honest, to do this, and hopefully this isn't a waste of time, but when I edit, it's not really a waste of time. Okay, now here you don't have to do this, but if you want to add eyelashes, that's completely your choice. So yeah, I also did not do the eyebrows, but I was just not bothered enough. Anyway, here you can go back through the layers if you want to check something or something's missing to you. Now here, you're going to take the color of your hair. You're going to take the color of your hair and you're going to put the length, you're going to put force fade on, and length of start and end is 100. Now here I'm doing strands of hair. So this is completely optional as well. You don't have to do this. If you only want the eye shading, then I already did it. Once I'm done with this part, I am going to do some skin shading. So I'll just speed this up.
W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgorz.
Okay, so as you can see, I am done with the strands of hair. Now here I'm just checking around, and then I realized that I'm going to shade the skin because why not? So I did start by sort of not knowing what to do, and then I selected all of the skin. So what you want to do is select all the skin. If you have freckles on your face or something, see, this is a random OCI I made, so yeah. If you have any like face accessories or anything, just pick the skin and voila. And then you're going to make a layer. If you want, you can also select the neck and all. So here you're going to make a layer that's multiply. So once you do that layer, you're going to, if you want, you don't have to keep the stabilizer settings, but that's completely optional. And you can make the pen a bit bigger because here it is pretty small. And yeah, but other than that, if you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It's really going to help me out. Since I barely started this channel, it's still really going to be helpful. Also, make sure you selected all the skin and not forgotten anything. Now just make sure, if you want to fill in some spots faster, increase your pen size. It's not hard and it's very, very helpful. So yeah. Also, I did also make a mistake. When I merged some of the layers, the strength of hair disappeared. But so don't really merge any of the layers, or else it might make something disappear and you won't actually realize that. Because here I did not realize that it was gone. I'm gonna have this thing called like a daily question. So I'm gonna start by making the questions, and then if you want, in the comment section you can ask a question, and that's gonna be a daily question for like everyone. So today my daily question for you is, what is your favorite Afton family member? If you don't know who that is, then maybe who's your favorite FNAF animatronic? So from out of all the Five Nights at Freddy's games, which animatronic is your favorite one? It also includes Sister Location and Five Nights at Freddy's 6. So other than that, this video is done. Thank you for watching, and bye guys!